Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Pokemon Red. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. As always, I myself am doing pretty well, and I'm excited to get out of Lavender Town. Oh my word, every time I do this region in Pokemon, I always don't like listening to the Lavender Town theme, especially in the original games where it's super 8-bit and kind of creepy, and I don't know. It's funny, it was a game designed for kids, it meant to scare kids. But I'm like 21 years old and I still don't like it because of when I was a kid, so yeah. Sounds like I have a frog in my throat, jeez. Yeah, I hope from last episode all of you looked up the Lavender Town creepypastas. Really hope you did, because they are fun-y and kind of weird and sad, I guess. But it's fake, so you know, it's not that sad, because it's fake. So, don't get too sad, but yeah, enjoy them. Have a fun time and laugh at people's stupidity, I guess. That's always fun. I remember when I was younger, one that I couldn't really get through was Ben Drowned for some reason. The one with Link in Majora's Mask or whatever, the like the what like a standee type thing. It was really weird. It was like a weird code in the game where like in a bit of an NPC looking thing that looked kind of like Link but creepier could just walk around or something. It was weird. I don't know. Old video games have a lot of lore with them, especially with playgrounds, and that actually leads me into a fun point about Pokemon Red that I haven't mentioned yet. I actually forgot to mention this around SSN, which is really sad. But back in the day, even back in my day when the games were on the DS and 3DS, there were a lot of playground rumors, which was pretty fun. And there are none more amazing than the ones in Red and Blue. Let me give you some of them. The most famous one of all time, of course, is the fact that if you use Strength on a truck that is by the SS Anne, if you use Strength on it, you can actually get a Mew, which was really funny. It said Mew was under the truck. That's what everyone said. And that's just hilarious to me, because I mean, they have a whole cave for Mewtwo, but for Mew, like the original one and one that's higher in the Pokédex and probably cooler than Mewtwo, well, I don't know about cooler, but maybe a little bit more mysterious, they don't give it a cave or anything, they just give it, wow. How much accuracy does Rock Throw even have? Holy crap, yeah, we're burned at this point, let's just dig. But anyways, there was a rumor back in the day, back before my time, of course, that if you use Strength on that truck, you'd get Mew, which is funny. And there was another one that I actually remember hearing. Either a friend showed me or something, or I just saw it online when I was really young. But if you guys don't know, in Pokemon Red specifically, you need to get a Dratini, train it up to a Dragonair, trade it to... or wait. You need to get a Dratini in Pokemon Red, train it up to a Dragonair in Pokemon Blue. Wait. Sorry. I think you need to get a Dratini in Red, train it up to a Dragonair, trade it to Blue, get it into a Dragonite, then trade it back to Red, and then take it in the, I think, the basement of Cerulean Cave, or like Victory Road or something, I forget, and then use a Firestone on it, and you can actually get a Yoshi, which is pretty great. And I can confirm, I've gotten a few Yoshis in my day, so if you guys want to try that out, for sure do it. And also, Gullible's written on the ceiling. What? Yeah, those playground rumors were really fun, especially with the first gen when no one really knew what was going on. Gee, my throat is dead, by the way, I apologize. I did something yesterday that required talking all day. You guys have probably seen it, or will see it soon. Should be on the channel. But anyways, an event. And my voice is a little bit dead, so if I start voice cracking, I would not be too surprised, honestly. And I'm just tired in general, so... Woo, I don't know why. With Pokemon Red, I feel like I haven't had any episodes where I have super high energy. Just because... when I was recording the other series, it was during the summer and times where I wasn't talking all day or anything. And now that school's back in session and I'm recording with Jay a lot more, it seems like I'm a lot more spent with my verbiage, so I do apologize. But hey, today is a chilled out day where I have nothing to do. And so maybe we could do some Pokemon. That would be really fun. Some Pokemon Red, perhaps? I don't know. Let's do it. Now, this string of trainers, these 4, it always confuses me why they bunched them up so weird, but they do kind of look cool, honestly. Now I think I see it now. But yeah, this is a route with quite a few trainers, so pretty easy to just get some easy levels here, so we'll definitely do that. And I'm actually thinking, it may be better to not fight these trainers right now, but I think it's okay. I'm just thinking, because we're actually going to get our 4th Pokemon. Probably, yeah, in this episode, I would like to say, in this episode, we're going to get it. So that's really cool. We are most definitely going to get a 4th Pokemon in this episode. And like I don't know if I said this in the playthrough so far, but actually, we should get our next 3 Pokemon pretty close in proximity. So that'll be really cool. We'll get a ton. Oh, and also, I was going to say this earlier. I believe that Rock Throw actually has 60% accuracy in this game. Or it's like something like a rock type move. That kind of sucks. But I know Rock Slide, I think, still has 90. Or something really close to it, so that's okay. But I believe it's Rock Throw. There's one, I forget. There's like one move that's already pretty bad, and then it just has trash accuracy. I want to try and remember what it is, but I can't really. I don't know. Oh. Because Rock Throw, I think it originally has like 80, maybe? 80%, or maybe a little bit higher, I don't know. Looks like it's Rock Throw that has 60% accuracy, because man, oh man, we were missing everything, and we're flinching a ton. Growl just sucks. Growl's the worst thing you can do to us. But still, hopefully kill it. I think we will. Yep. Oh. Come on, Meow. Get out of here, bro. That's obnoxious. I hate it. And last... Oh, a Pikachu. Yeah, this is an easy one hit with Dig. Let's do it. So weird how the AI uses a ton of moves that won't affect us, when in the later games it seems like they refuse to do that, unless you switch, of course, so I don't know. Weird quirks with this game, weird quirks. We haven't fought with Luke in a few episodes, at least consistently, so let's throw him up in the front. I always like to keep my starter a little bit higher level than everything else, unless, of course, my starter is something that I feel like is lacking, superior. So that makes it a little bit hard to do that. So yeah, but I just feel like indebted to my starter, I guess. But Luke still just has Ember and Scratch, so we need to get this guy's moves up a tiny bit. And by a tiny bit, I mean a lot of it, because that's just embarrassing. That's so bad, so bad, so bad. Yeah, Scratch and Ember at level 30. That's ridiculous. By this point in every other game, you may have like Lava Plume or something like that. You know, a good move. I think you may get Flamethrower like mid-20s now with Charmeleon. I forget, but you get it pretty soon, I'd say. But hey, this isn't the game for that. This is Gen 1, where everyone has terrible movesets. I honestly think that Ivysaur still has Vine Whip at this level, so that would make sense, because, I don't know. Grass types don't really have the best move pools. It's weird. I don't know. Like, it's like, with some of them, there's like bits and pieces, right? I don't think a lot of people know this, but Chikorita has always gotten Razor Leaf at such a low level, and Razor Leaf is a good grass move. At least decent, I'd say. So the fact that it gets that super early, I mean, it gets no other moves. Your Meganium will have Razor Leaf, Body Slam, and I don't know, like Toxic and Protect. Like, it knows nothing. Absolutely nothing. Not even something cool like, I don't know, Psychic or Sludge Bomb. I don't even think it gets Sludge Bomb, but it looks like it would. It kind of looks Poison-y, but I don't know. And then there's other starters that just have terrible move pools. I mean, I know Charizard's to this day still isn't amazing. At least I don't think so. I haven't checked the new movesets or anything, but... Because, I mean, Gen 8 had a lot of good movesets for sure, with like the TMs and TRs combined together. It was kind of ridiculous the amount of moves that Pokemon could learn. But prior to that, I know Charizard wasn't amazing. I mean, Blastoise wasn't amazing either with move pools. Same with Venusaur. The original three don't have amazing stuff. They have their stabs, but that's kind of it. But yeah. But eventually, they'll have starters with insane move pools, like Greninja. Greninja's is just ridiculous for absolutely no reason. It's kind of funny how much they just fit into one guy. It's crazy. Oh, and with some of these, speaking of starters, with some of these playthroughs, there will be games or pairs of games that will play through more than once with like the remix counting. You know what I mean? So, for example, Red and Blue, we won't just be playing Red and Blue. We'll be playing Fire Red Leaf Green as well in Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu. I don't know if I just spoiled anything, but if you guys are watching this playthrough and want to know, then I'll just throw it out there. Anyways, but it's pretty cool that we'll get to use some of the starters more than once. And yes, I won't be doing repeat starters. That's so dumb. But, oh, we may die here. Yeah, we're dead. Wow. Luke has no moves. But anyways, we're gonna have some games where we'll use starters more than once, but there will be others where we won't. From Gen 6, 8, and 9, those games, we will not have more starters unless, of course, something gets announced by the time those come out, and I say this, that would be really funny if that happens, though. Could you imagine? But anyways, we will get one shot on all those starters. And I'm not hoping for anything, but I feel like those generations have a lot of starters that are more popular and better than others. So that'll be really interesting. No, the ones with all the remakes, of course it's like the earlier games, but those starters are so good. Like, from Gens 1 through 5, honestly, I don't have much preference one over the other. I really like all of them, to be honest. Of course, I still have my 1, 2, 3, you know, first, second, third, but for the most part, I like all those starters. Even Meganium. I like Meganium quite a bit. It's a fun Pokemon. I like it. It makes Johto a lot harder, and of course it wasn't made for that generation whatsoever, but it's still really fun. And a lot of people don't like it because it's a bulky starter, and they're like, our starters can't be bulky. They need to hit hard and be fast. But Iwata was like, no, that's not happening. Not gonna happen. And Masuda, was Masuda even in Pokemon Company at that time? I feel like he was, but he was like, no. You guys aren't gonna pick, you guys are gonna pick the grass starter, and you're gonna breed Pokemon with other Pokemon from different regions, and that's what you're gonna do. Actual regions, by the way, not just like in-game regions. Like a, you know, Masuda method. Thank you, I'm here all night. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, speaking of breeding, in case you guys don't know, Generation 1 does have a daycare, but it doesn't have any breeding, so there are no eggs, no breeding of any sort. If you put your Pokemon into the daycare, it'll just do what it does when you have one Pokemon in the daycare and just level them up a little bit, so yeah. And here's another underground pass. This is the second and last one. They're pretty cool, but it feels kind of weird that they're in the OG games. I don't know. The fact that, like, Saffron's blocked off seems a little weird to me. Especially from, like, a, you know, this is our first game type of standpoint. Just odd. Really odd. And we're in Celadon, let's go. I love Celadon's color palette. I've always liked that mint green color. You know, bluish green. Really cool. And I'm not the biggest green fan, so that's my favorite. Yup. Alright, let's deposit some of our Pokemon. Hey, this is what the PC looks like. It's so jagged and weird. Yeah, look at that. That's what it looks like. We're gonna get rid of Pidgey. And we're gonna get rid of Flash Mob. It was fun, boys. See you on the other side. Jeez. I am stuffy. Does something like with allergies or something like that just make your guys' day way worse? Because mine has always been like sniffling. It's just so bad. But anyways, since we're in this building, we can actually go in here and go up to this Pokeball and get an Eevee. That's right. We're going to use an Eeveelution. And we're going to name this Eevee, let's see. Who would be some good names? I don't know if I want to do villains. No, I'm not going to do villains. I'll just do heroes. What should I name this guy? It's so tough trying to pick one. And also, whenever I feel under pressure, I feel like just everything gets away from my brain and I just can't think of anything. So, I kind of like C... No numbers. C-3PO's not going to happen. Let me think. Okay. Not really much in the 4th movie. How about 5th? Am I stupid? You know what? Screw it. We're naming this guy Yoda. I thought of it, but I think that would be really funny. Yoda. I don't know. Thought it would be hilarious, and it kind of is, so I'll take it. Well, I'm a big prequel guy. I wouldn't say they're exactly my favorite by far, but I like them a lot. So when it comes to the prequel movies, if I need to nickname anyone from there, yeah, I will know basically everything, so. But for some reason, the originals, I just don't know a lot of characters' names, because I feel like I watched them a ton when I was a kid and didn't really care about characters. I said, whatever. But yeah. But guys, we have a 4th Pokemon on our team, and we're going to go to the 4th floor right here. And we are actually going to buy a Thunderstone, that's right. I'm getting the most basic evolution, I'd say, in Generation 1. I love Jolteon, I use it a lot, but at this point, there's not a lot that you can do with teams, so we're just going to add a Yoda to our team. Let's do it. It's so ugly, I love it. I love it, it's so ugly. There we go, Jolteon. Now, we're going to use TM24 on it, Thunderbolt. Right now, let's use that. There we go. Okay. We have 4 Pokemon, boys. Let's do it. Okay, put Pineapple at the end, and then we'll put Yoda towards the front. Sounds good. Cool. That's amazing. So now we can actually, let's see. What are we gonna do? I said I kind of wanted to do these playthroughs in, type of orders that make sense. So yeah, let's go ahead and do the Rocket Game Quarter. Let's go in here. See if anything's happening. I don't even know. Check it out. What's this guy? What are you doing here? It's Team Rocket. What? You're kidding me. Team Rocket is causing a racket. What's going on? Eradicate. Okay. This is a job for Yoda. Now, Yoda has probably the most powerful move on our team right now. A Thunderbolt. Yeah, look at that. We just got this thing and it's already going to destroy everything, I bet. So, yeah. Like with many electric types, Jolteon, at least in this generation, is extremely one-note. It knows one move, and that's about everything that it can really do. So, yeah, hate to burst your bubble. But if we ever find a ground type, we are leaving immediately. Or a grass type, or an electric type, or a dragon type. But like you guys may have noticed, in our playthrough so far, this is the first time we've ever had an electric type. I tried to avoid them a little bit because we get a lot of grass types in these playthroughs, but with this game, there were no grass types that really stood out to me other than like Tangela. That would have been funny though. Wait till the very end to get a grass type. But yeah, I didn't want Tangela. And I looked at Yoda and I said, why not? That sounds good. I already love the name Yoda for Jolteon. That's so funny to me. Don't know why, but that's just hilarious. Peak comedy. And we are still over-leveling everything. That's exciting. I don't know how that happened. We just keep grinding, guys. We just keep on doing it. What's with me in these playthroughs and just getting all the levels? Do people... Okay, do people genuinely skip trainers? I've never done that, honestly. Never really done that. I don't know. What's wrong with me? Oh, and like I said earlier in the playthrough, we probably will run out of room in this area. So get ready for that. I won't be too surprised if that happens. Because there's a lot of items that you can pick up. For sure. And we're probably going to pick up most everything, so. I won't go for the items too much, though. Because there's one part where there's items everywhere, and if you guys know what it is, you don't really need the items, so you just kind of run away. There we go. Level 26, it's amazing. Already, we're getting up there. Oh, do we just get a crit? I think we did, but Yoda's crit rate is about 25%. So we will be seeing them quite often, which is hilarious, and I love that. We're definitely going to abuse the critical hit ratios in this game, which is exciting. I love doing things that aren't super OP, but aren't really intended, I guess, so yeah. I mean, in Pokemon, speed is probably the most important stat for everything except extremely big walls. So, it's like, I don't know, they made critical hits based on speed, and speed's already at such an advantage. I'd say, like, maybe if you're slow, you should do more critical hits, right? Is that crazy? Maybe. I don't know. If you had to pick one, I'd say that makes a little bit more sense. Because, you know, speedy people are theoretically just, you know, throwing things out without really caring too much. But if you're slow, you can be slow and methodical. But I guess that's okay. There's a reason I don't work at Pokemon. So, I work not there. Believe it or not. My dad does not work at Nintendo or Pokemon Company. So, yeah. Sorry to throw that out there. Without warning you guys first. I wish. That would be so cool. Could you imagine? Oh my gosh. If any of your parents actually do work at any video game company that's cool, then man, that's so cool. I'm a big fan of that. Like, except Activision Blizzard. If they work anywhere except there, or, what's another crappy video game company? Ubisoft. Is that a take right there? I never really loved Ubisoft's output too much. I always go this way on accident, Flip. That's so funny. But these are little, like, I guess, what do you call these? They're like movement pads or something. They're so ridiculously slow, actually. Just look at that. I mean, I'm used to playing the remakes or with speed up, so I've never really had to deal with those unless I'm playing Virtual Console, but they're really bad. And we get a nugget. So yeah, rather than going on those steps, we're actually going to go what seems like the long way and just kind of go around there. We're not really messing with that. We get a Moonstone, another one. That's amazing. I guess. I don't know. Our Moonstone's cool. I don't know. TM7? Is that Horn Drill? Yeah, you get a one-hit KO move this early in the game. How crazy is that? Like, I get it has 30% accuracy, and it's really not a good move when you look at it. But that's absurd. 30% accuracy, I mean, still decent, I guess. But you get it this early on? Dude, it's insane. I'm actually curious if any of my Pokemon can learn it. I should go ahead and check. Because there is a way to abuse it in this game. It's really cool. Wow, everyone. Yoda can... Yoda with Horn Drill? That's ridiculous. Yoda can learn Horn Drill. That's so funny. That's hilarious. So, I mean, normally people like to use it with Nidoking, because in Generation 1, the speedrun Pokemon is Nidoking. That's one that everyone uses. So, they like to throw it on there just so they can go ahead and use that. But since we have a Yoda, we might as well. That would be funny. And the glitch that I'm talking about is if you use 1x accuracy, it actually makes it so all your moves will hit no matter what. So that's insane and funny. So yeah, we can basically get an indestructible one-hit KO machine in Yoda. That would just be funny. But kind of OP. I'll think about it. I'll put it in the suggestion box. I'll put it in the middle of my head so I won't forget it, but I won't be thinking about it. and we'll go from there. That would be so funny, though. Oh my gosh, like up against the champion. That would be hilarious. Could you guys imagine? Wow. Oh, and Rattata gets critical hit, but we don't. That's really sad. I guess we're just not fast enough, guys. Hate to break it to you. Alright, there we go. Trainer down. Let's do it. And we are almost out of Thunderbolts. I don't know if we have any Ethers. I may not even use one. It seems kind of try-hardy. But, yeah. Also, I think that this is a completely optional room. I don't think it has much in here, so... we're just getting levels, I guess. That's okay. You have the hiccups. So annoying. I hate the hiccups so much. Terrible. Alright, coughing. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. And then we have another coughing. Let's just quick attack it to death. I mean, might as well, right? And plus, we're about to die. It's okay. I think Smog... yeah, I was gonna say Smog still has that high chance. I gotta sneeze. That was a tough one. Jeez. Can I get a compilation of every time I have sneezed in playthroughs? I probably say that every time I sneeze, but that would be so funny. Let's just do it. Make a compilation. Every time I sneeze while fighting a coughing. I mean, hey, there's two, but I'm kind of impressed that it happened that often, right? I don't even know if I'm gonna heal Yoda. I may just let him die with respect, you know? I don't know. There we go. Let's put Han towards the front. Let's do it. This is what it's like to die with a... actually, no, we're just gonna... might as well, right? I mean, that just feels kind of rude. Having an antidote and not curing your Pokemon. I mean, we're out now, so that sucks, but we can always buy more. That just, yeah, that just feels bad. Feels bad, man. Yeah, we actually... well, if you're doing this as fast as you want to, and you can, then you actually go down to level B3. We were on B2. So this is the place you're actually supposed to go, I presume. Is how you say it. So where you're supposed to? I don't know. You have free will. I mean, you don't have to do anything. I mean, come on. This one's way easier than the first one. At least, less time-consuming, I would say. I mean, the first one's not hard by any means, but we don't have to sit there and just wait the whole time, so yeah. We have another Grunt, who has another Whip. So weird. Team Rocket was gonna beat their Pokemon. That's just a fact. And it's weird. Makes me feel uncomfortable. Oh wow, crit. That's, yeah, I believe it's 4 or 5% for Han, somewhere around there. It's ridiculously low. Okay, I cannot go without saying, I believe I said this once we got Han, but having an early game Rock or even Steel type, Steel would be crazy, but an early game Rock or Steel type, that would be amazing in playthroughs, and I never really do that, and the fact that I resist all these normal type moves is so good. I love it. So I would definitely recommend it. If there's a good one that you want to use, go ahead and snag it. It's so nice to resist normal, especially early on. Especially early on. I hope it makes up for all of our weaknesses. I believe Graveler is like, what, 6? Is that too much or too little? I forget. TM2, what even... I forget what TM2 is, I'm curious. Razor Wind. Oh yeah, the worst move in Pokemon. Don't get me started. How many times have I talked about Razor Wind on the channel? It's so bad. 2-turn normal type move that does the same power as Body Slam. And Body Slam isn't really known for its power by any means, so yeah. Crazy. Don't use that move. Don't use it, don't use it, don't use it. It's so bad. Tackle would do more damage in 2 turns than Razor Wind would. It's just awful. Wait. I may be wrong. Pound and Scratch would do more damage. So yeah, it's absurd. Don't do it, boys. Don't do it. Cool. Rocket's down, and this is actually the one that we want to kill, because look, you need to talk to him, which I always thought was weird. I always try and find things in Pokemon that would make little kids have, like, a hard time progressing, because I remember that when I was a kid. And the fact you gotta talk to him after that is kind of funny. I don't know. It's just weird. About time to end the episode, so I think I am going to go ahead and do that, but let's just get up to level B2. And we'll do this whole puzzle again, why not? Yeah, probably should have done the 3rd floor first rather than the 2nd floor, because we have to do all this again, but that's okay. We're having fun, right guys? We're having fun, we're having fun. I hope we are. I really do. Wob. There we go. Almost there, guys. Don't worry. Do not worry. I also love the spinning. It's just so funny seeing that sprite just go. You know? Look at that wob. So funny. I always got a kick out of that for sure. Alright, so yeah. I'm going to end the episode in here, because that's funny. Thank you all so much for watching this episode of Pokemon Red. I hope you guys will join us for the next episode where we defeat Rocket down here, Team Rocket, for momentarily, at least. And maybe we'll fight Erica, we'll see. But thank you all for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.